Tobacco is one of the oldest drugs in the world, and through many years of study, many people still seem ignorant to the fact that smoking tobacco could be the most preventable cause of death around the world. Before Europeans discovered America, the natives would have already been familiar with the tobacco plant. Most of these Native Americans would smoke the dry leaves during spiritual ceremonies. The Europeans quickly became intrigued after hearing, and they would travel back to their country with dried up leaves and even some of the plant seeds. However, early users of tobacco had no idea that their most valuable crop was poison to their body. It was popular in the old world because they thought that the plant had healing properties for their body. Therefore, John Rolfe would start to experiment with this plant and would form new methods of curing the leaf to get rid of its bitter taste, and he was successful by doing so. He would then enhance the leaf's flavor and making tobacco a big part of the New World's economy. This is what sparked the tobacco industry. Fast forwarding into time, the tobacco industry came up with new ideas to keep people interested in the different forms tobacco came in. But shortly after, scientists made people aware of the tobacco defects. Many people started to demand these industries to give them money back to pay off the medical bills they had because it turned out that their illnesses were being caused by their smoking habits. Thanks to the information known in the 20th century, there should be no misconception about the real side of tobacco. The use of tobacco was in fact lowering the life expectancy of those that smoke and chew. It also greatly affects the body's most vital parts, including extremely sensitive and delicate organs, such as the brain, heart, and entire immune system, but primarily the lungs. Lung cancer never used to be as common as it is today. In fact, doctors used to take special measures when diagnosing a person with lung cancer because they felt it was a once-in-a-lifetime oddity. To now being the number one cancer that kills both men and women than any other, cigarettes are also linked to the 80 to 90% chance of deaths of this particular cancer. However, the non-smoking tobacco is just as harmful as smoking tobacco. Chewing tobacco is known as one of the two leading causes of mouth cancer. Just as cigarettes, chewing tobacco does contain the exclusively popular nicotine element that does lead to nicotine addiction. The non-smoking tobacco does not only cause mouth cancer, but it also causes esophagus and pancreas cancer. There had been past issues of the MLB accused of supporting the non-smoking tobacco because they themselves participating in consuming the tobacco on the field. After one of the San Diego Padres player, Tony Godwin's, a Hall of Famer himself, was diagnosed with mouth cancer after his continuous usage of non-smoking tobacco throughout his career. However, he was not the only one that was influenced. About 1/3 of rookies were already regular smokeless users. Needless to say, tobacco has gone a long way and is still a successful industry that has not failed to run out of business. Although there are many defects to the product it's producing, there is no doubt that the tobacco industry will either continue its growth or remain at its constant success.